Okay, so we are going to multiply two mixed numbers. And as I have mentioned earlier, we need to change those mixed numbers to improper fractions. So let's take the first mixed number, change that to an improper fraction first. And you can check out my earlier video showing you how to change mixed numbers to improper fractions if you don't understand where I'm going to get actually 9 over 4 for the first one. Change the pen size, make it a little bigger here. And for the second fraction, mixed number, I'm going to change that to an improper fraction. That is 3 over 2. Okay, so now I'm just going to multiply the numerators across. I'm going to get 27 over 4 times 2 is 8. Now that is an improper fraction, that answer, and we know that we cannot keep it improper. We always have to make it proper, make it simple. So we're going to take 27 and divide it by 8. 8 goes into 27 3 times. Because 3 times 8 is 24, I subtract and I get 3 as a remainder, and 3 is in the numerator, 8 is in the denominator. Okay, so that is my answer to multiplying these two mixed numbers. That's the straightforward calculating way. But we also have another way to show you how to multiply mixed numbers, and that is using an area model. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to use the area model. We're going to set it up where we're going to show the area model for 1 1/2 over here, 2 1/4 on the side over here, and I'll show you exactly how we're going to divide that up using these two mixed numbers. Now just remember that 1 1/2 is essentially the same thing as 1 plus a half. So we know we could break that up into 1 1/2 here. 2 1/4 or 2 1/4 is also the same as 2 plus 1/4. Okay? So now we're going to take this area model and we're going to multiply the sides of each rectangle. So 1 times 2, we know in the middle goes to 2, right there. 1 times 1/4. So now I need to actually realize that 1 times any number is going to be that same number. So that's pretty easy for that one. But 2 times 1/2 here, the answer goes here for 2 times 1/2. I might want to go off to the side and actually do that multiplication of 2 times 1/2. And I know when I multiply fractions, as I learned earlier in the chapter, I'm going to put that whole number over 1. So that's the numerator. And now 1 will be the denominator. And I just multiply across and I get 2 over 2, which is the same thing as 1. So the answer there for that area is 1. And now I'm going to multiply 1/4 and 1/2. Okay, and that answer will go right there. So I have 1 over 8, and that is my fraction here. Now, as it is with all area models, as you've been doing previously in the past with whole numbers, you're going to add up these 4 numbers. Okay, so when I take 2 plus 1, obviously, I know 2 plus 1 is 3. I'm going to move this over here so I have more room now. So 2 plus 1 plus a 4th plus an 8th. Now, I know you can do this separately if you like. Multiply two numbers at the same time and then move on to the third number and the fourth number, that's fine, but just for purposes of making this video shorter, I'm going to go ahead and do them all at once. Again, when you create an addition problem with fractions, make sure that you have a common denominator, and I've identified the common denominator to be 8. And when you choose the same denominator, it's the same numerator. And here we just have to do a little bit of that renaming of the fraction that we do so often, and we did in the last chapter. So 4 goes into 8 twice, and 2 times 1 is 2. Okay, so now we have 2/8 plus 1/8, and that gives me 3/8. So here's just another way to get the same answer that I got when I did the straightforward multiplication, and that was 3 3/8, and the area model produced a 3 3/8 answer as well. So you can choose whichever method you like to solve your problems tonight and for the rest of the week. You can either choose to use the area model if you like that, or choose to do the straightforward multiplication. Either way,